When I first started the Sweat app, there was not one trainer that looked like me on the app, and I was like, this is a problem. Not enjoying my workouts, I was lacking motivation, I was just feeling bored, but I wasn't willing to part with my money. I didn't fall in love with it like so many people did back then. There are some things that I would change about it. What is up, you guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new around here, my name is Jamie. And this is Bob. I create content to hopefully help you adult better and go after the life that you want and become the person that you want to be. In today's episode, we are going to be he's all over my iced coffee. In today's episode, we are going to be going through my thoughts on the Sweat app. And if you have been following me over on Instagram for the last few years, you know that it's an app that I've been incorporating in my life on and off. So let's get into it, because I already got my iced coffee. Let's transition, shall we, Bob? You ready? You ready to transition? Go into the other room? Let's go. But first, I think Bob needs a treat. What do you think? Hit the like button if you think Bob should get a treat. Here you go, buddy. All right, let's go, Bob. Come on, buddy. Happy Friday, guys. So normally my filming days are on Thursdays, but it's been a pretty all over the place week, so I had to move my filming day. And if I'm being honest, today was not a day that I really felt like filming. Hopefully you guys are getting some good vibes from me, because I like to come on the camera when I have good vibes and I can give those good vibes to others. So that's why it's really important that I do take that time to rest and, fill my own cup so that I can come onto this channel and do what I want to do, which is help other people move the needle in their life towards the person that they want to be. And I hope that this is a space that you can find that type of energy. Let's just keep it cash, I'm just like in leggings and a sweater and I'm comfy AF, so I hope you're comfy AF right now. I'm gonna give you my honest thoughts, what I love about it and what I don't really love about it, and things I would like to see from the Sweat app. I just recently rejoined. It is something I incorporate. That's a really loud car. Since I got to a point in my injury recovery where I can, actually lift a little heavier, which is really exciting. But the Sweat app is not just for lifting or all that. They have so much, and that's what I want to talk about today, because I am so excited about it. I'm so excited about the growth that I've seen over the years on the Sweat app. I started the Sweat app when it was just the BBG guides with just Kayla as the trainer, and there weren't all these other trainers, and it wasn't this cool fancy app, and there wasn't this amazing community on Instagram. It was just the guides, with the little pictures that show the workout movements. I think it was like purple. So that's when I started, and I didn't fall in love with it like so many people did back then, but I found my way back, and that's what matters, right? But now I love the Sweat app. It's something that I constantly find myself going back to, and I just find it very flexible at the moment and really just works for me. But there are some things that I would change about it, or I would like to see, and we're going to talk about those too, because this isn't just going to be like, oh my god, yes, go buy the Sweat app, because it's an investment, and if you don't see a value in investing in yourself, this video might not be for you. So I don't want to waste your time, so if it's not for you, it's okay. It's okay. There's plenty of free things out there. This ain't it. First, I want to talk about what I did before the Sweat app, because believe it or not, I had a whole fitness life before the Sweat app. And when I first started my fitness journey, I was severely overweight and unhappy, and it started with me just going for walks in my small town. I would go like really, really early, or like right before dinner when there weren't many people out on the road, because I was very embarrassed and I didn't want anyone to see me. And more importantly, I didn't want anyone to know that I was trying to like work on my health or get healthy or lose weight, because I was embarrassed. And I think a lot of people can relate to that, unfortunately. You should be proud of yourself for taking that first step. And unfortunately I wasn't, but that changed over time, and it's been a whole journey, and I was on a whole journey for like 10 decades before I found the Sweat app. And so I had learned a lot of things over that time, and I had tried different workouts. Yeah, what is this? All that to say, I was on my own fitness journey before I started the Sweat app, and I had learned a few things. I learned some workouts that I really loved in just proper form, stuff like that. That was a very scary part of the journey, where I had to like overcome my fear of stepping into the weight section. But I did it. I'm here, and if you're someone that's like scared to lift weights but wants to try, just do it. Just start. You have to start somewhere. It's really scary at first, but I promise it gets better the more that you do it. So get out there and go make yourself proud, okay, girl? So why did I kick off the free trial? Because that's what really started this whole journey with the Sweat app, is coming back years later and trying out the free trial to see if this was actually for me. And that's one of the things I really love about the Sweat app is that they have this free trial. You are able to test it out and see if it is for you for a whole week into your day-to-day and see if it is something that you can see yourself doing and try out more than one workout and all the things. I love that they have the free trial because it is an investment, like I said, and if you were going to invest, definitely do your research because there are obviously a lot of workout programs out there right now, and I don't think that that's going to change anytime soon. So just make sure you do the research because you want to find something that's for you. And of course, you can cancel at any time, but that's your hard-earned money that you're departing with. So I think it is important to do your research and make sure that it is the right fit for you instead of just like following a trend because everyone else is doing it. So definitely, if you haven't and you've been thinking about it, just give the free trial a go and see if it's for you, or just pay for 1 month and see if it's for you. But why I started the free trial was because I just got to this point in my routine where everything just felt so stale and forced. And maybe that's where you're at in your journey right now with your workouts. They're just like feeling like, oh my God, I've been doing this workout a million times and I'm just like over it. But when it came to my workouts, I was just feeling really drained. I'm lacking motivation. Like I would step into the gym and I'd just be like, I had no structure. And at the end of the day, that's what it was all coming down to. I didn't know it at the time. It just was not stimulating in the way that it used to be. Like I didn't feel like, yeah, I just smashed that workout. I did awesome. Like I wasn't getting the endorphin hit after my workouts. And I think that that's a huge sign that, maybe you need to switch things up. Our bodies are always speaking to us and it's up to us to listen. And my body was definitely speaking to me and I did not listen for so long. So do not be like me and listen to your body. If your workout routine's feeling crusty, girl, it is time to switch it up, okay? It doesn't have to be the Sweat app, but it's gotta be something. So I needed to bring some new energy to my workout. So I was looking for something. I was like, I need something. I need structure. I had some old workout programs that I had found from back in the day and I was doing that over and over and I was just like, I am over it. I just need something. And I was at the point where I was like, I'm willing to pay, because this is the thing. I was not enjoying my workouts. I was lacking motivation. I was just feeling bored, but I wasn't willing to part with my money to find something better that suited me. And that's where I was really stuck. There's so much free stuff out there that it can be like, well, why am I going to pay for it if it's free? Really where I had to work on my mindset and I had to see the value of investing $19.99 Australian dollars a month on an app when there's tons of free stuff out there. And for me, years later, I can definitely say it's been worth it because it's given me life in my workouts again. It's giving me more effective workouts. I feel accomplished after. I feel like my endorphins are pumping. I feel good after my workouts again. And I lost that and the Sweat app helped me get that back. And whether you're using it just to help you get your mojo back or you're using it as a long-term thing, it can definitely play that part in giving you that structure and bringing life back to your workouts, which is another thing that I really love about it. So I jumped into the free trial to test it out, see if this was something that could give me my mojo back and something that I could stick to, more importantly, because that's where I was really struggling. So one of the first workout programs that I started was the PWR Power program. I don't know which one it is. PWR Power. I've been calling it the Power program. The Power program with Kelsey Wells. They have the OG Power program and then they have the Power at Home. So I was doing the Power program, but that all changed when lockdowns hit and I was like, oh my God, I was loving that program, but I loved that I was able to just go into the app, switch the program routine, and choose the at-home version. And I was able to adapt it and it was just seamless and I was just like, cool, lockdowns didn't throw me off. I know a lot of people struggled with that and I'm so grateful that I was able to seamlessly just transition into the at-home version of that program. And that's what I really love about the Sweat app. It's not just at-home programs and it's not just in the gym programs. So it really allows you to be flexible. So when life gets in the way, you can really adapt to, where you're at. And I can't drill that home enough. It gave me flexibility, but it also gave me structure. it's a good time to do some landscaping, isn't it? It's like on and off. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but if you can hear it, I apologize. I hope you bear with me because I'm just trying to make this work the best that I can because this is the only day I have to film this week. So yeah, I switched over to the Power at Home workouts, and then from there I went on to the Lifting at Home with Steph Sanzo, and I actually loved that program. The only thing that I did not love about that program is that they didn't have enough. So like the Power program had like 1.0, 2.0, 3.0, 4.0, and then I got to like 2.0 of Lifting at Home, and I was like, I want more, and I didn't have more. And so yeah, that was really frustrating, and I know that there were a lot of people in the sweat community who had been feeling that way like I was, but for a lot longer. So then I hit my injury, and things got a little dicey where I couldn't work out for a while, and I was just able to do very small walks. If you haven't already, you can watch my injury motivation video that I did, where I just go into a little bit more depth about my injury and some motivating things that will hopefully help make your injury process better. Hopefully you don't have an injury, but if you do, definitely check that one out. When I had my injury, I switched over to some Pilates and stretching, and I did a lot of walking, so I wasn't incorporating the app. I took like a 3-month break from it, and that was really hard to do. I did not want to cancel it, but I was like, there's no point in me paying for it if I can't use it. I physically cannot use the app, even though I wanted to, because I love the routine. It just made me fall in love with my routine again, and I can't stress how important that is to really just love the routine you're in, because at the end of the day, that's your day-to-day life. And if you're not in love with it and it's not helping you thrive, then I believe that it's worth switching up, and I believe it's worth investing in switching that up, especially if it's going to bring more joy and it's going to help you thrive better. It's going to help you live better. It's going to help you like show up into the world as a better human. I think that that's worth it, but that's me. You get to make the decision for yourself. You are a grown adult. So let's talk about what I loved about it then and what I absolutely love about it now. What I loved about it then was the ease and the convenience of being able to wake up, open up my app, and be like, this is my workout for today. Press start, grab my dumbbells, and go. It was just like grab and go. And if you know me, you know I love ease and convenience. And when I talk about doing anything or changing up anything, I always say, pick something simple, pick something doable, but pick something effective. And that is what the Sweat app gave for me. And I could change the program if I wanted something else. If I wanted more of like stretching, yoga, Pilates, I could change it to that. And so there was options as well, because we constantly evolve as humans, so I think it's important to have things that you can switch up and that can be flexible. What I also loved is that they had the demonstrations, and it was like the little trainer doing the workouts with you, and so you could actually make sure that your form was good, and it also had instructions on how to get the proper form. So I think that it was very beginner friendly in that approach, because it really broke down like where to have your arms and all of that, but you could also see a little person on the screen doing the movement. So I think that that's so important when you're starting a workout routine, especially if you're new, is that you have the guidance. If you can't have someone physically there with you, having the instructions and visual representation of how to do it properly, I think can be really important, so that you don't do it the wrong way and then get injured, because that's not fun. And that's what set me back all these months, and I am still recovering from my injury. Recently, they've done a really, really good job at like adding more trainers and more variety of workouts and all of that stuff. So I really, really have enjoyed seeing that happen. But what I really love more importantly is the diversity that they've brought to the app. So they're really big on their community. This is something I love so much. Like their Instagram community is so connected. I've met so many beautiful women through their Instagram community, that we cheer each other on, and just outside of fitness, like they're just amazing women. But being able to connect with them and have an actual relationship with them has been amazing as well, and something that I did not expect. So that's like a huge bonus. But they actually listened to their community, and it showed when they went and added a lot more diversity. When I first started the Sweat app, there was not one trainer that looked like me on the app, and I was like, this is a problem. Representation matters, diversity matters, and I love that they listened to their community and they provided. They now have this diverse group of trainers, and it's just really cool to see. And I just think that it's important. You know, if you're a brand that says that you're marketing and catering to all women and inclusivity and all that kind of stuff, you better walk your walk and you better talk your talk. Not just take money from all sorts of women, but also like give money and give opportunities to all sorts of women of all sorts of backgrounds. So I think that it's really cool to see them doing that, and I hope that they start to do more of that, and just continue listening to their community. I think it's something that a lot of brands can actually learn from in this day and age, so other brands, take notes, okay? So that was something that like really meant a lot to me to see them do, and I am looking forward to seeing more of that as time goes on. Another thing I really liked is that they had more options that catered to me when I was actually going through my injury. So they added things like the barre. Is it barre or bar? Can someone let me know in the comments, because I don't know how to pronounce it. Nothing new for me. If you've been around here, you know that I struggle with pronouncing things all the time. So yeah, they had the Pilates and the yoga, and it was just really good. And they added some postpartum stuff, which I don't have kids, I don't want kids, but a lot of women do. And I think that it's really cool to see them adding things for different seasons of life. So something that happened with me, I got to a point where I felt like I did all the workouts that I wanted to do on the app. Like I felt like I was like, okay, these are the type of workouts I liked. I didn't want a lot of like high intensity workouts. And after my injury, I actually couldn't do a lot of high intensity workouts. So I felt like limited, and I was just like, oh, I wish they had more lifting at home style workouts, because a lot of the lifting with weight stuff I felt was like exclusively like for the gym, and there was only a couple that were like catering to people who wanted to lift but at home. So I did get a little frustrated at that point, and I was just like, oh, I wish they had a little bit more variety. What I would like to see, and what, you know, is a little con for me, was that I felt very limited when I was going through my injury, and they do have a couple of like low impact workouts, but I do wish that there was more variety of low impact kind of stuff that would cater more to someone that's going through an injury, because they have like the postpartum stuff, which is very specific to like women who have just had a baby. But I think like women who are suffering through an injury, I think that would be really valuable, because I wouldn't have had to cancel the app if there was like a structured little program that I could have done for a few weeks to really work me through my injury. I could have like stuck through the Sweat app through all seasons. So I think over time, if they create things that really truly are for all seasons of life, they'll have more retention of people continuously using the app and not taking these breaks. But that's just my experience, and that's just my thoughts. I am currently doing the strength and cardio program with Marilyn Rodriguez, and it's my first program back after like taking some more time off from my injury. I'm absolutely loving it, and it is kicking my butt, and it just feels so good to like feel my muscles get fatigued again, and to break sweats during my workout, and to just really challenge myself again. And I'm just like loving this program, even though it has cardio. It's one of the newer programs that they've added to the app, and I just love it. And I love that it allows me to like fill my feed with amazing, strong women that are providing amazing value in the fitness world. So I just love following all the trainers as well on Instagram. So would I recommend the Sweat app to an absolute beginner to start working out or lifting? In the beginning, when I was first introduced to it back in the day, I probably would say no. And I have heard this a lot, that it wasn't very beginner friendly. I feel like even 2 years ago, a lot of people might have still said that. But recently, I truly do feel like they've put in a lot of work to make things beginner friendly. There's a lot more low impact workouts, or no jumping, no squats. You know, some people just really have bad knees, and I'm one of them. But yeah, I do feel like they are putting in the work, and they are listening to the community, and they are making the small changes. Do I think they can make more? Of course. I do think it is more beginner friendly, in that someone that's a beginner could actually learn a lot on, you know, working out in general in proper form, and just structure and how they can structure their workout days and schedule it around their life. It allows you to schedule out your workouts for the week, so you can sit there and do that like on a Sunday and schedule your workouts for the week, and it will say like, this is your workout for today, or this one's completed, and then it will like kind of like tick off the little bell if you've completed it, so you can see everything you've done for the week. And then at the end of the week, if you've completed everything, it throws little confetti and it says congratulations. And I think that helps you like motivate you, like, yeah, you did that. You can visually see it, and I'm such a visual person, so I love that visual aspect of seeing all my workouts for the week, seeing everything I've completed, and seeing, oh, you're on week 6 now. And I don't know, it works for me. Obviously this structure isn't for everyone, so let's talk about the real question here. Do I think the Sweat app is worth the investment of $19.99 AUD a month? If you're looking for structure and convenience, abso-friggin-lutely, I think it's worth it. If you are struggling in your workouts and they're feeling really mundane and boring and like, what should I do today? This will eliminate that. The hard truth is that most people will sit there and complain about they're not getting the results that they want, but most people aren't willing to pay for the structure to put in place to help them get there quicker or get there in the first place. Because let's be honest, some people are just going around in circles and not getting anywhere when it comes to their goals. So the structure, the convenience, and the effectiveness, like I said, simple, doable, effective, baby. You can't go wrong when those are the things you're focusing on. And that's what the Sweat app has provided me. And I friggin' love it. And I think it's worth $19.99 a month, because I would definitely spend way more than that at Target in any given day. So yes, it's an investment. Yes, it becomes a monthly expense, but I would be putting that money elsewhere, on coffee, on thrift shopping, on all the other things. So do I think it's worth putting this structured investment towards my health and my mindset and my growth? Yes, I think it's worth it. You might feel differently about it, but that is me, and that is my conclusion. I just think it's definitely worth the investment, rather than being in the gym, wasting your time, being bored, and not really getting much out of your workouts. If that is you, then you should look into something. I'm not saying it has to be the Sweat app. I'm just saying look into something, because that's a sign that you need to switch it up. I don't know though, let's flip it over to you. Have you used the Sweat app before? If you have used it, what were the things that you did not like? I think it's important to talk about that, because people out there are looking to see if they should invest in it, and I want to create a space where people are going to find value. And I think people will find value in the things that you did not really love about the Sweat app, so leave them in the comments below. And if you did love it, what were the things that you loved? If you've never tried it but thought about it, I would love to hear that too. So let's just get a conversation going in the comments, and if you thought it was overrated, or if you loved it, or if you never tried it before. So I would love to hear from you. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button to let me know. And if you want to connect with me in real time, hit me up over on Instagram. I would love to hear from you. If you want more content like this showing up on your feed, don't forget to hit that subscribe button on your way out. Thank you. And I will see you next week with a fresh new episode. How you doing down there, Bob? You going okay, buddy? Yeah? You bored? I know, I'm almost done, okay? Poor guy. He's like, hurry up and love me. And I will.